I have always been somebody that cared about animals. Started and we came up with the name of the animal, Trustees of Austin. It was about the word trust. It was about how do we get the animals to trust us? How do we act in a way that the people would trust us, the owners would trust us? How do we behave in such a way that the donors would give money and trust us that we were going to take care of their money? All those things came together for us at those very first meetings, and it was like, of course we want, this is a perfect name for us. We are the animal trustees. We are the trustees over the animals in our community that need our help. We are the trustees over the money to take care of those animals in our community. So it has a whole different meaning to me and to the people that form this organization. And it's something that's real core, I feel like, with this organization. And it is the reason why we still have people that give money that have been given money for 20 years.
What it's like to be able to give this to somebody else. Just the nature of what we do at ATA, we're working with a lot of people who don't really have a whole lot else in their lives sometimes. For one reason or another, they've either, on hard times, things have happened to them with their health, with their jobs, with relationships gone astray, and sometimes what they have left is their animal.
The future of animal welfare in Austin is very bright. I'm very excited about our part in that. And this all depends on the community supporting us so that we can afford to be able to provide those services. So we're grateful for everything that we get and everything that we have. And I'm very, very, very grateful to be a part of this. One time we were having a Christmas party and somebody brought in a rabbit and everybody stopped the party and went in and did surgery on this rabbit. That happens all the time in our clinic. It's like, it's totally devoted people that care so much about all animals.
I had to move overnight almost, and I didn't have a way to do it. I didn't have a way to take my babies.
I am visually impaired.
I woke up the next morning and he couldn't move. He was dragging his little feet.
And he was just walking around the streets with no collar.
Tic Tac was dumped off on our doorstep.
Her dachshund had broken its back.
Well, she was found with a gunshot wound.
A woman found Maggie when she was driving home from work, and she'd been hit by a car.
It was going to be more than we could afford, although I would sell my house to save my dog.
He was covered in ringworm, I think other parasites, probably intestinal, and just a sick little kitty.
Well, we found it interesting that he had 3 legs.
Maggie was lying on her floor in her own urine. And I think the woman really wanted to do what she could for her, but really wasn't able to do what Maggie needed.
One of the things that I'm really proud of with this organization is how we have been able to serve the needs of our community by finding the people that love their animals, can't afford some of the basic care that their animals need, but have found us and we can provide that for them. People that can't afford to pay for their animals, they're not any different than people that can afford to go to the most expensive vet in the country.
We were able to save that dog, and she kept that dog for an additional 8 years.
And they charged me a fraction. I mean, not even remotely close to what these people were wanting me to put down elsewhere.
They brought me Clifford, and he just took on to me like gangbusters. Oh, Cliffy, who the dog? Who the dog?
20 years ago, people didn't talk about their animals so much as they do now, about the depth of their love. I mean, I did, but there weren't near as many people back then that would say, this is part of my family. This dog or this cat is part of my family.
I mean, he's still as fast as any dog would be, and he doesn't act that differently. The only thing that makes him different with 3 legs is that he can't really do sit that well. I'm the official spokesman of Animal Trustees, and I've given money to help dogs like Milo, and I hope you can do that too.
We just ask, out of the kindness of your hearts, to help those who sometimes may not be able to help themselves, and give them their family back, because he's my family.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Official waker-upper in the morning.
I love this guy.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna bite your ear. Boy.
Thank you.